street preaching has long been a powerful and time-honored tradition, a way to bring faith to life in the open air. It is a form of ministry that resonates deeply with the words of Jesus, "Go into all the world and preach the gospel." But, in today's world, this mission calls for both passion and prudence, for a commitment to sharing the message and an understanding of the laws that shape how and where that message can be shared. Imagine this: a bustling city square, voices blending into the hum of daily life, and a preacher steps forward, ready to speak. They stand not just with the authority of their faith, but also with the knowledge of their rights and responsibilities. Public preaching is legally protected in many places, but these protections come with boundaries that vary from one country to the next, from one city to another. Knowing these boundaries isn't just a formality, it's a way of respecting the societies we seek to serve. Globally, public spaces like parks, streets, and squares are often recognized as traditional forums for free expression. In the United States, the First Amendment offers robust protections for public preaching. In the United Kingdom, places like Speaker's Corner in London symbolize the right to open discourse. Yet, even in these spaces, there are rules to consider: noise levels, permits for large gatherings, and the simple need to keep pathways clear for others. These rules aren't barriers, they're part of the balance between individual freedoms and collective harmony. In Africa, and especially in Nigeria, public preaching thrives within a vibrant tapestry of cultural and religious diversity. The Nigerian constitution firmly upholds freedom of expression and religion, providing a foundation for evangelists to share their message. Markets, parks, and bus stops are common venues where the gospel finds its voice. Yet, just as in other parts of the world, there are guidelines to follow. Noise regulations, such as those under Nigeria's Environmental Noise Pollution Regulations, 2009, remind us to consider the communities around us. Permits for large crusades ensure that public safety and order are maintained. In Abuja, for example, the Abuja Environmental Protection Board, AEPB, requires applications for outdoor events. And when it comes to private spaces, a shopping mall, a transportation hub, permission is key. Here, respect for property rights is as important as the message we carry. One of the most profound lessons in street preaching is that the gospel must be delivered with not only conviction but also respect. This respect extends to the laws of the land and to the people who live within those laws. Distributing literature, for example, is a simple yet powerful act. It's permitted in many public spaces, but even this requires care. Sensitive locations, such as schools or religious sites, might call for discretion. It's a reminder that while the message is universal, its delivery must be thoughtful and context-aware. Then there's the inevitable interactions with law enforcement or with the public. These moments can define the experience of street preaching. A calm and respectful approach often opens doors, even when misunderstandings arise. Carrying a copy of local regulations can help clarify rights, but so can a tone of understanding and cooperation. For example, Paul's respectful assertion of his rights as a Roman citizen in Acts 22 demonstrates the importance of standing firm while remaining respectful. When objections come from the crowd, as they often do, the response isn't to argue but to move on. Jesus' words to his disciples, to shake the dust off their feet and continue the mission, remind us to stay focused on the greater purpose. Yet, there are times when challenges go beyond the moment. Restrictions might feel unjust or enforcement overreaching. In such cases, it's important to seek support. Organizations like the Christian Legal Centre in the UK, the Alliance Defending Freedom International, or the Christian Lawyers Fellowship of Nigeria, CLASFIN, provide invaluable assistance. They ensure that evangelists can stand firm, not only in faith but also in their legal rights. However, it is crucial to remember that flaunting laws can lead to serious legal consequences: fines, imprisonment, or the loss of public goodwill, all of which can hinder the mission rather than advance it. Legal awareness ensures that our efforts are sustainable and effective. The beauty of street preaching lies in its simplicity and its power. It's about standing in the open, speaking from the heart, and connecting with people where they are. But to do this effectively, we must weave together faith and wisdom. We must know when to amplify our voice and when to lower it, when to stand our ground and when to step aside. Legal awareness doesn't dilute the gospel, it strengthens our ability to share it with integrity and respect. So, as we consider the task before us, let us remember this: we are not just preachers of a message, we are stewards of a mission. A mission that calls us to be bold and thoughtful, passionate and prudent. And as we go into all the world, let's do so with the confidence that comes from knowing we're prepared, not just spiritually, but also legally, to share a message that changes lives.